The cross is the instrument of death, but there can be no life without death. Why people are running away from the cross is because they love their lives, but they don't know that loving your life to keep it is losing it. But losing your life because you love it is keeping it. So whichever way you look at it, whether by application or by interpretation or explanation, the cross is a mysterious pathway to the worldly life. Look at this. 1 Corinthians 1:18 to 25. For the preaching of the cross is to them that perish foolishness. That's why I said earlier on, if the cross is not making sense to you, you are on your way to perishing. You're already on your way to perdition. If the cross of Jesus, if this message of cross is not making sense to you, then you are gone. But there is hope for you that you can be redeemed. He said, but unto us which are saved, the cross is the power of God. For it is written, I will destroy the wisdom of the wise and bring to nothing the understanding of the prudent. Where is the wise? Where is the scribe? Where is the disputer of this world? Have not God made foolish the wisdom of this world? You see that? Verse 21, for after that, in the wisdom of God, the world by wisdom knew not God. What the world called wisdom has not provided them access into God. They are still bankrupt of God. They can't access God with what they call wisdom. A few days ago, a young man who had been preaching the gospel packed a stadium in the UK, the second largest stadium in UK, to full capacity. I think 82,000 people plus were gathered to hear him. Somebody said, people don't gather to listen to a mediocre. What is interesting is that I didn't see a college professor gathering such crowd. You didn't hear what I said? Because that wisdom is not what is relevant now. The wisdom that will solve the problem of the people of the world is not the one you got in school. And that young man is not gathering that crowd by the wisdom of school, of the academia. He is gathering that crowd in the name of the man who went to the cross. Whatever happened there is a glory to the cross. Glory to who? To the cross. All that is happening on earth today is the glory of the cross. I hear a lot of people criticize pastors and say, well, pastors are building cathedrals, pastors are buying, exotic cars, pastors are living posh and all of that stuff. I'm not in the criticism class, but I look at issues constructively in the light of the big picture. My concern is all of this came because of a man who went to the cross. That's my concern. Because it is at the cross that every dispute was settled. It was at the cross that enemies became friends. It was at the cross that he was able to reconcile all things back to himself. The cross is the way back to Eden. The cross is the way back to wealth. That's why the cross is the way back to heaven. Is there any wealthy place like heaven? And why will I want to go to heaven bankrupt? I will go to heaven from heaven on earth. Praise the name of Jesus. You know what? You don't want to get to heaven and realize that you would have lived better if you had believed in the holistic picture and the holistic message. If you had embraced it all, and then you would have accomplished more. Because listen to me, those of you who hate the message about being blessed, please understand, being blessed is your heritage. It's your portion. And don't run away from your heritage in the name of I am holy. What kind of holiness is that? What is holiness without wholeness? And don't forget that whatever you attack, you will never attract. If you condemn something, you will never command it. So if you secretly desire to command something, don't condemn it, directly or indirectly. It will be tantamount to hypocrisy. Verse 20, where is the wise? Where is the scribe? Where is the disputer of this world? Hath not God made foolish the wisdom of this world? For after that, in the wisdom of God, the world by wisdom knew not God. It pleased God by the foolishness of preaching to save them that believe. Right? For the Jews require a sign. Please follow this carefully. And the Greeks seek after wisdom. But we preach who? Christ crucified. What we are preaching is Christ crucified. The message is who? Christ crucified. That's the message.